Driven from their homes by armed invaders, a few hardy refugees faced the prospect of starting again. They would found a new village deep in the countryside. With a new settlement established, the first priority was locating a reliable food source. The simplest source was gathering from nature.
Cierla sabiduría. Meta.
Safe. Yes, dealer. Yeah.
With a healthy supply of food, the village could start to grow. To do so, it would need more hands to share the work.
Queta, it's a wheeler. Gadriende. Queta, gongende.
Apple.
Huh? Would do. Yeah. You samiende.
Yeah. Firalda. Wodo.
The new workforce could now turn to the growing village's needs. First, they would build a mill near their food source, so villagers could drop off gathered berries more easily.
Yeah. Workende. Charles Yarwa. Each wheeler. Cheerless. Yes, I'm wearing.
Next, the growing village would need wood to build with.
Yeah.
The growing community now had a steady supply of lumber. To make wood collection easier, villagers could erect a lumber camp near the forest.
Where can? Yaru. Workende.
Each wheeler. Thanks
to the camp, villagers no longer needed to travel as far to drop off lumber. The village now required additional houses to support its growing population.
Yaru. Work camp. Huh?
Itcha fara. Yaru. Anrat. Yesami ende. Kiera. Or ende.
Yeah.
Workende. Queta. Workende.
Quetta.
Yaru. Where can?
Safe.
Charles Yarwa.
Here Werta.
Yeah.
With additional housing in place, even more villagers could join the workforce. But a populous village would soon exhaust the natural food sources. To grow, the community needed dedicated farms.
Working day. Yeah, yeah. Hey, Earth Cylinder. Hey, off Cylinder. Yes,
Quetta.
Quetta. Hear that?
Woodsmen and farmers now kept the village well supplied.
Yaro. Got way off.
Further growth required knowing the countryside and finding more resources. For that, communities employed scouts.
Yaru, yes, sir.
Able to move quickly and see great distances, scouts were key to discovering new resources. The most important thing for a scout to locate was a ready source of gold.
Yaherende. Astirende. Yes, sir. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Yar, yeah.
Ridra. Ridende.
Helsa, yesa. Yeherende.
Forewerda. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Fore gande. Kotlich.
Yaru. Kutlich. Yeah, yeah.
Yaru, yeah.
To prevent having to haul ore large distances, expanding communities would establish a mining camp near the source of gold.
Chirla Sabidende. Chirla Scott. Somewhere around. Working day. Yes, sir. Huh? Working day. Doshalas Yarwa.
Ridra. Astirende.
A well-placed camp ensured efficient gold mining.
Efrina. Gande. Gande. Kutlich. Samod. Folia.
With a good supply of gold, the village was becoming a large town. The signpost of this growth would be the construction of a large landmark.
Yeah. Work heavy.
Yeah, working day. Yeah, it's your father. Working.
Huh? Abendende.
Estes.
landmark in place, the once sleepy village announced itself as a thriving feudal township. The townsfolk had been driven from their homes before, however. This time, they would defend themselves. The first step would be constructing a barracks for infantry.
You are. That Shula Beo Templar.
Once it had a barracks, the town could establish a standing force of soldiers. Simple infantrymen armed with spears were a common choice for these militias.
Here a thopper.
Estes commander. Ichi willa hua wudu.
Yes.
Garu upa. Garwigan ascendant. Yarwe. Garwigan. Yarwe. Garwigan. Yarwe. Yes, sir. Tremet Garu.
The town now had a militia and could look to reclaim the lands lost to invasion.
Yes, sir. Spere astere.
The invaders had blocked the road north with a stout palisade. Although spears were of little use against these walls, the militia could burn down the obstacle with torches.
Yes, sir. Forte. Hey, sir. Fort Berat on white. Atrina Firan.
Was in Freckelson!
With the road open, the militia could now reclaim their lands in the north. First, the spearmen had to deal with a lone sentry. Advancing aggressively, the militia eliminated the enemy sentry. The invaders had a small cavalry camp guarding the road, but the militia was ready to attack. Spears were highly effective against cavalry, allowing the militia to win the day. All that remained was to destroy the invaders' stables. The invaders' cavalry post was destroyed, but other enemy positions awaited further up the road. Hostile archers defended the next camp, which would put spearmen at a disadvantage. The township needed cavalry of its own to deal with this, and so would need to build stables. To deploy that cavalry quickly, the town needed to build their stables near the front lines. Fortunately, friendly villagers came out of hiding and joined the effort. With stables in place, the town could field horsemen of its own.
Yored Yaru. Yeah? Herat Yaru. Beod May. Vin Hester.
Are you ready? Each of all ye.
Yeah.
Here the Opa. Each a worker. Each timber Theos. That shula beo timber. Young game day ain't taker. Each a worker.
Your way, Yawaller. Eat your work.
Vin Hester. Stead faster new. Word it up.
And you work, eh? Sherlas der Fende Hestum.
Yeah. Yaru.
Each a work, eh?
The town now had a rapid light cavalry, skilled at harassing slower targets, such as archers.
You did Chiera. You sadly Athopa. Aeoridas. Ferath. Readeth Aeoridas. Aeoridas.
Bettest Hista.
The cavalry eliminated the enemy archers and moved on to destroying the archery range itself. The invaders' archers and their camp were destroyed. A final enemy emplacement remained, one fortified with palisades and defended by spearmen. To deal with this target, the town would need longbowmen. First, they needed to build archery ranges in the area regained from the invaders. Once more, friendly villagers arrived to help.
Charlas, your way on your Saminende. Eat your work, eh? What's the fit that found no? Charlas, your way on your Saminende. Veradon. Echoes!
On Mount Astigeth on way.
With several archery ranges in place, the town could add longbowmen to its forces.
Sure, you're in the app, Charlas. That's Sole Bayo Tempra. Strela, Each Tempra Thaios. Each a Brukeda. Each a worker. That's Sole. Yes, yeah, it's a wheeler. Strela. Ich ob je.
Lista leteth Uskan. Wordia. Ferreth Eowegan. Yes.
A strong force of archers could eliminate enemy spearmen at a distance, so long as they took the proper position.
Onsteria, Strelbora. Foliende, Hesum.
Herath, Astigeth on way. Ritanu. Leteth Uskan. Ferreth Eowegan.
Yeah, Paragongath on way. Onsteria.
Poised on a cliff top, the longbowmen would be protected from an infantry charge.
Eat your word.
The last of the invaders fell to the resurgent homegrown population. Now that their lands were free of enemies, the town could take the next step in its growth and become a powerful medieval city. Here, too, the erection of a great landmark would be the signpost of this growth.
What's the fifth, eh? Yes, sir. What's the gone Gende no? Work Gende soda. Each tip for the Theos.
Hester's commende, Fatima. That shule beo timbran.
Yes, sir. And you want your wind day off. Each a worker.
Yarwan Fana, Eo Wiga. Each a will. A stinger on way.
Strel Boran, Caesar.
Where a few lowly refugees had founded a small village, now rose a mighty city. From there would grow an empire.